into something that takes a little bit longer, I don't want to be stuck there worrying about having the HOA army after me, you know? Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to another day with Bootstrap. So today's Monday. Happy Monday. We have 3 or 4 calls today. First call already checked out. It's a screw stuck in a disposal. 2 doors to the garage are messed up. One door, I'm probably gonna have to end up quoting for a new pre-hung door on that one. If we make it happen, we make it happen, right? But I'm gonna see what I can do. And the other one is just a little bit adjusting, and it should be closing and locking fine. So that's call 1, which I just went to the store, got some new hinges, and now I'm going, don't judge me, don't you judge, people of YouTube. I am going to Harbor Freight because Harbor Freight has a set of these 2 pliers that work perfectly to grab screws out of tight spots and out of the disposal. So also, look, I checked at Home Depot. They had this sexy pair of straight lawn needle nose pliers, but they're like 22 bucks, and it's just straight. They didn't have the little angle at the end. So we're gonna run down to Harbor Freight, see how much those are. Look, I know Harbor Freight get a bad rap, and your boy, I'm gonna do some videos on my tools eventually, what I use, what Harbor Freight tools I have and use. I'm gonna break it down for you, because Harbor Freight, when I was coming up in the trades, got a lot of hate. And this OG, he taught me, man. He's like, look, man, if you're gonna buy it once and throw it away or barely ever use it, it's worth the money. And then, honestly, the only thing I gotta say about Harbor Freight, I'm still scared to buy the saws. I haven't bought any saws from Harbor Freight, but other than that, man, I got some stuff that's, you know, helped me out, especially building the business, right? Because why are you gonna spend so much money to have all these sexy yellow and black or red and black tools if you're not going to use them? You don't even know what your money makers are in the business yet, right? So Harbor Freight feels a little niche, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna go down there. These I bought, the last time I bought these was dang, it had to be like 2018. I bought these because I used them when we were working in the hotels. So I'd use these for everything, like grabbing screws in the back of air handler units I drop. What else did I use these for? Because you don't get a really good tight grip on them. They're just used good for grabbing things, right? Or holding cotter pins or something like that, or getting for like way back, you know, that when you got to grab them in the units. Oh dude, I forgot. Damn, it's been a long time. Sorry, 2026, probably why I forgot. But anyways, when I started the Handyman business, I found out they fit perfectly into the disposal to grab screws, and it makes it easy. So you don't have to take the disposal off, shake it upside down, and put it back on. You just go in there, bada bing, bada boom, baby. So yeah, we're pulling up to Harbor Freight. Oh man, I'm excited. You know, it's summer. I'm trying to have a good month, man. This month is probably going to be the best month I ever had in the business, and it's for 2 reasons. I'm trying to work more efficiently. I'm trying to boil the puddle to still the line from Mike Andes, right? It's because I casted this wide net when I started the business. Now I'm kind of trying to narrow in and keep everything in a tight region, because hey man, no hate, when you start off, you gotta pay the bills, man. So you can apply a lot of the stuff you learn, but at the end of the day, if you got bills to pay, you gotta have bills to pay. If you gotta drive an hour to make 150 bucks so you can pay your cell phone bill or the electricity, you got to do it, man. Is it efficient? No. Wear and tear on the vehicles? Yes. Bootstrap has learned these lessons the hard way, and I've made this beautiful YouTube channel to share them with you. We're pulling up to the Harbor Freight. Oh, back to the, yeah, that's what we're talking about. How the hell did I go on that tangent? But we're getting these sexy pliers. I'm gonna see how much they are. I'm gonna let you know, because you get 2 of them, right? And then I'll have those back in the tool bag, because the one straight ones I lost a long time ago, right? I have no clue what happened to those. But the curved ones, I think I left them in the back of the truck and they rusted it up, and then they got thrown away on accident. I don't remember, man. It's been a minute, and I always tell myself I'm gonna go buy a new pair, and I go on a disposal call and I have to take off the darn disposal when I can have my little sexy pliers. So let's go to Harbor Freight and get them. All right, mission complete. So it's these bad boys, right? Pittsburgh 11-inch straight and 90-degree angle lawn reach plier set, bro. Right here, boom. These were $11 with tax. But yeah, let me put this funny story in there. And I'm looking at the pliers all cocky. I was like, oh, where's my plier set at? They had a bunch of like these orange sexy ones for like 22 bucks. I was like, oh, hell no. It's not gonna be the same price as Home Depot now. But yeah, they're further on. I was like, whew. Because these, they're not like, you like say if you wanted to grab a screw and turn it, the handles will kind of buckle on you. It's not, I don't really use these for
stop sign,
like grabbing on the stuff that like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're working on something mechanical and you need like a firm grip to pull something out, I use these for like reaching stuff, you know? Like sometimes like if you had to grab something up in the ceiling, you don't have a long enough reach, you just use the pliers and grab it. So that was the trip. So we had to go to Home Depot for hinges. Harbor Freight, it added, we left there about 10:30, so I had about 40 minutes onto the day. But it needed to be done. So we're gonna work on these doors. I'm confident I can fix the one door. The second door, I'll show you guys a picture of it. Because it's an occupied house, so I can't really go in there with everything filming. I want to respect people's privacy. Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to say because the door is like swollen, and the hinge that's bad, right? The hinge that's bad, it was in good wood. It was in good wood, but the pin was like missing. So I'm like, all right, why is the pin missing? And like they relocated the hinges like up to almost the top. I mean the door on the whole inside of the door is swollen. So I'm gonna use my little hardwood rods with some glue. I can see if I can redo some of the holes to drill into, get the screws to catch. Then maybe we can fix it. If not, I'm gonna measure, give an estimate for a new pre-hung door. Yeah, and that's it. That's pretty much it for that one. And then we're gonna go, I don't know. See, this is where I get in trouble. I probably should go do the estimate if it's closer, but I want to get this gate project going. And I don't want it to go too late in the day, so I might go do that next. Because the area it's in, I think on another video, if I post it, the reason I didn't do this job is because it was getting later in the day. It was like 5 or 6. In the area I am, for sure I'll get the cops called on me, or I'll get a full story covered on me in next door if I'm using power tools or something late after 5 o'clock. So that's why I want to get there done earlier. It should be a pretty quick job, but if it runs into something that takes a little bit longer, I don't want to be stuck there worrying about having the HOA army after me, you know? Deal seeking, you're gonna get what you pay for, bud. Alright, so let's get the first one. Let's see. now I gotta get a new panel. I could kick myself. I wasn't paying attention, dude. I was just rolling. I was thinking about, I had a phone call come in for Thumbtack, dude, and I quoted a job, and he's like, oh, let me think about it. If I pay you cash, will you take less? So I had that in my head. I wasn't paying attention. I was putting that last panel on. And so you'll see in the video, I don't know if you can tell, there's a 3/4 to an inch difference from the top to the bottom in the fence, right? So when I was putting on that last fence panel, I wasn't paying attention to rotate the panel, and I had the old mark from where the overlay of the panel was, where the sun didn't really damage it. And it was super obvious. I already nailed everything in, and it was older. And long story short, long story short, I cracked the panel, so now I'm off to the hardware store to buy a new one. It's gonna cost me $8 in time. I quoted repair, and I could have repaired it, and that was a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. But now we get to talk to each other about how that was a stupid mistake. Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay, we have a situation. We have a situation. So this is a problem with recording yourself. You lose your swag and your normal routine of doing things, and stuff like this happens. You forget it. See, this YouTube business is a lot more difficult than people let on. I almost let my little screw kit spill all over the back here. Good note. Dude, I was driving, I saw this like flap. What the hell is that? This is where I have all my screws. That would have been a good 20-minute slowdown if that thing spilled. But you know, that was $22 spent on that Thumbtack lead. He wants to shop around. I quoted $165. Yeah, I mean, that's more than fair, especially after jet at this time in the afternoon. Depending where he is at in that city, is a pretty big city, so short. If it's short, if it's the closer side to me, it's like 20 minutes. Oh, homeboy's right here. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can make some moves.
Be recorded by Thumbtack.
Good afternoon, this is Max. Yeah, absolutely. Let me wrap up this project, and then I'll give you a call with the firm ETA, and we'll get it knocked out for you. Yeah, it's $165. There's no, I think the other techs, they'll call it a truck charge or service fee. It's $165 flat. And then since you're replacing an InSinkerator with an InSinkerator, we don't have to do any drain work or anything like that, so there's no additional cost with that. Need is your service address. You can text that to the Thumbtack app, and then as soon as I wrap up here, I'll give you a firm ETA, and we'll go get this done. See you soon. Oh, well. Look who comes crawling back. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's messed up. Nah, so yeah. So Thumbtack. I know, I'm too cheap. So Thumbtack, what I use Thumbtack is I fill gaps in my schedule. So when I do my schedule, this is probably insane. So I do like the 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. And sometimes when people change the schedule, or they cancel, or they move back, I have like in these 2-hour gap windows. Sometimes I can fill them, sometimes I can't. So what I like to do is I have Thumbtack open, the calls come in, and I can fill the gaps. Or what I can do is, like, for example, say my last job's the 4 to 6 window, right? What I like to do is, if I can, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good Lord. So say I'm right now, I'm in like I'm at 2 o'clock, so I'm like in the 2 to 4 window. My next job's a 4 to 6 window, and it's an estimate. So what I like to do is like, oh, if I can squeeze in an extra it's 140 bucks, I'll take that $140 and then push the other one back and then go get it done. Just because your boy owes a lot in taxes from 2024 and 2025, so we gotta make that money and pay off the government. Daddy Trump needs my money, so we gotta pay back Papa Trump, man. But yeah, that what it is. Then stupid me, I busted that panel, so now we're off to the Home Depot, which, let's see, we left at 148. Let's see how long it takes us to get there and back. Good thing is I closed the gate. You guys saw the gate's closing good. Now my side of me is a little bit mad because I got the measurement a little bit off, because it's kind of weird. So usually you can more the top and the bottom, and that's the measurement, but they kind of scuffed up some of the stuff and they did a bunch of weird stuff, so it didn't make the measurement easy, and I was rushing, and it's a little bit of a bigger gap up front than it is at the bottom, which I'm sure he's happy it's closing. And I'm sure, I mean, ideally I would have rebuilt the gate, redid the pole, and everything would have been copacetic, but no. So we did a repair quote, and yeah, I would like it to have a little bit of a tighter gap, but also knowing that it's out of square, and if it's shifting that I'm not catching, I figure out, okay, let me leave a little bit of larger gap to allow for play so it doesn't get jammed up again when when we start getting water. When we start getting rain again, if it swells or something like that. So I left a little bit of a bigger gap to allow that. Yeah, I'm sure the customer is not going to notice. I'm sure the property manager is not going to notice, but I notice. I'm sure you guys notice. But it is what it is, right? You only can do so much with the maintenance amount. I mean, I could be there for 6 hours trying to make it look perfect, but make no money. So we did a good repair, solid. And I'm not one of those guys, I cracked the panel. I'm not gonna put a cracked panel back up there. So we're gonna put a brand new panel, which is gonna look lovely because it's gonna look brand new against 4 older panels, but what you gonna do? Right, all right. All right, so we are jetting to the next job. That job was 2 hours, should have been 45 minutes. That trip to the hardware store and back, I think it was like 18 minutes each way. Spent a little extra time because I got a phone call and had to talk to the tenant real quick. He came back when I finished up, make sure everything's good. But yeah, happy with the repair. I wish I wouldn't split that panel, but there's a new panel on it. It is what it is. I just don't like it because it's a different color. I like everything to be uniform, but I offered to build a new gate, so they just wanted it fixed. So we did what we had to. Actually, let me break down the video because I was like talking to myself, but I wasn't really talking to the camera, you know. Oh, guess he butt dialed me. Anyways, that was Bobby. Guess he butt dialed me. Anyway, so let me explain what I kind of did on that fence repair, because I was talking to myself. I wasn't really explaining through it to the camera. So that pole is shifting, right? But it's not the post that's bad, because the concrete is solid. There's no give in the pole. So what I think it is, it's that little side yard is settling. I left a good sized gap for some if it does it again. But what was crazy is that I was rushing a little too much. On the bottom, I was off like an 1/8. If I remember, I measured it. It was like an 1/8 of an inch more. Because you can kind of see as you went up from the bottom to the top, the gap got a little bit bigger. Drives me crazy, but the tenant didn't even notice it. So it looks good, man. Great, thank you. You guys will probably know it when I show it on camera. I did a video thing of it, but again, man, they asked me to repair it. It's not a full fix. It's just like we fixed the symptom, we didn't fix the cause. So we move on. I will leave a little note on how we can address the full stuff, what I think is going on the work order. Go from there. Oh, we're running a little bit late, so now we have to hit traffic. So this job for the disposal is going to take me 38 minutes, I think, to get there. Get this job done. Disposal job should be 30 minutes. Heading back, I do not think where this job is, traffic will be bad this way coming back. So then we can take care of that disposal, head back to town, get the estimate and the other garbage disposal install done, and that should be a perfect day, I'm thinking.
Day-to-day with the business. I think you said something about how when you send out a salesperson or a technician or a handyman that
All right, that took a bit of time. So hit a little bit of traffic on the way back, nothing too crazy, right? So heading now to the disposal job, and then I got an estimate. It's like 5:46. So yeah, it's gonna be a longer day today. It's gonna be a long day, but you know, no complaints here, man. Because when you got your own business, man, the stress is my stress, the benefit's my benefit, and the risk is your risk, right? So we peachy. So on that last job, man, it was kind of cool. It was the first of the LED disposals I installed that have the LED lights inside that supposed to keep like smell and all that down. It's kind of weird how they have it designed. It's if you haven't installed them, on the bracket, when you first open the bracket, there's this little red clip in there, right? You install the bracket with the putty as you normally do, put the lock ring on, then from the inside you pull the clip out, and then you kind of feed the wire up through the, I guess, the fastener tray where it has the 3 screws. There's a little hole in one of them. You feed the screw or the cord in and out where you plug that into the wall. So it basically plugs in. I took a video and pictures of it, so I'll include it here somehow, some way. So I'll include them here. What else? But yeah, dude, it looked cool. Actually, it's like a purple LED. So at night, man, it like reminded me of the back in the Fast and Furious days when it first came out. In the kitchen at night, it'll have like a purple glow in it. It's kind of cool. The good thing is this job is actually, it's an urgent call that just came in, so it's right next to where I need to do the estimate. So I don't know if this is just troubleshooting and repair the disposal or switching it out. I have a 1/2 horsepower in the truck, so if need be, I got everything I need just to get it done. Then we'll hit the estimate, and then we'll go get some food, have some dinner, and we will call it a day. Yeah, today it's kind of been a long day. It's just been the last job, it was pretty much a drive to get there and back. But I like taking those because it's a cash job, because I like having cash jobs. Because the problem is if I have too many net 30, net 45, kind of drains the account if they're high material cost items by the time the next round of bills are paid. So they do pay consistently, which is good. I don't really have any overdue invoices, but I like taking these cash jobs to kind of replenish the account.
Turn right. At the light, turn right onto Maury Avenue.
Dude, I'm just gonna have a camera that faces to the road. And I'm gonna have a TikTok channel, and it's gonna be called It's a Tesla, because all the driving I do, I see a lot of
in 1.3 miles
accidents and crazy drivers, and you guessed it, it's a Tesla. See, I don't know about why everyone hates on the Cybertruck. If I could afford it, man, I would rock a Cybertruck. The thing is, I liked it when everyone stopped liking it. I got that type of personality. Oh, you don't like it? I'm gonna rock it. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I just don't think it's really a truck in a lot of ways, man. To be honest, if I can afford a truck, I ain't gonna get a Tesla Cybertruck. Dude, I'm gonna get like a dually, like 250. I got like a Tim Allen truck. I want one of them bad boys. Yeah. All right, been a long day. We'll call it there. Yeah, just remember why you put in all these hard days every day, the goals. It was a good day, man. Gonna enjoy some in and out with my daughter, and I think the best sign out the Bootstrap Handyman can do is this. Let me think about it. Ooh, I got it. All right, so this is how we're gonna do the sign out. It's gonna be, remember what we do in this life is a tryout, so give it your all before you sign out. Ooh, I like it. That's from a song, by the way. But yeah, so let me try say it a little cleaner. is, all right guys, we'll cut it there. And remember this life, what you do in this life's a tryout. So we gotta give it all our all before we sign out. All right, late.